What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to this channel. It has been a little while. We are finally celebrating the 5-year mark that we decided to open this store. Pretty much about five and a half years ago, we started renovations on this store, and we've been doing this for I can't believe how long it is. Thanks for following this journey. It's been amazing. So we've officially made it 5 years since our renovation day, since we started paying our leases, paying our expensive lease every month. And you know, you always read statistics online that 80% of all new businesses fail in their first year, or 80% of all businesses fail in the first 5 years. But we're happy to say that we're pretty much making it to the 5th year and much and a lot further beyond the 5-year mark, let's just say that. And unfortunately, that statistic is true. I mean, most businesses will not make it to 5 years. Most of the people that start businesses, even watching this channel, will most likely fail. And I'm not trying to hurt you guys. I'm just trying to be real. I want to help you. But honestly, it's the unfortunate truth with businesses that start, especially food related businesses, because the competition is just so fierce, the profit margins are so slim, and the workload is tremendous. And that's why I made this channel, to help anybody starting a new business. That I want to break that statistic for anybody watching this channel to not become that part of that failure rate. So if you like that, subscribe down below, and we're going to keep it real. I hope to give you some value on this channel throughout the years to come. So for the last 5 years, I've been walking through that door and opening this store and serving our customers with a smile. But honestly, the first thing I can tell you is, when you open any business, like I told you right there, for the last 5 years I've been coming to the store, opening that door and serving customers. That legitimately is what happened. There is very few breaks for the first 5 years you open any business. Never be fooled that you will start a business and after a few months it can be hands off and you'll have staff run it for you. That is not the reality. Even if you run it because you are already just investing money in hiring staff, you will still need to be there more than you think. And if you start like I did, bootstrap it to where it is now, you will have to run it yourself, owner operator. And that is maybe the best way to do it, so you actually learn the business. And there's still countless times where I hear people saying, I'm going to open a cafe or open a deli or a frozen yogurt shop, and I'll just have staff run it for me, and I'll have my plan set up, and this will happen like this, and I'll have a manager to take care of things, and it doesn't matter if one day people steal something, everything will work out because I'm looking at the bigger picture. I'm an investor. I don't want to run a business. I don't want to be a cashier. I don't want to stock shelves. Unfortunately, that is not the reality. And that's the first thing I want to teach you, that I learned after running this place for 5 years. You will be on all the time. Well, I had a friend who opened a frozen yogurt shop, and they did it exactly like people want. They invested in it, they purchased it, they hired staff, and I can't tell you the amount of times that he gets a call at about 2 o'clock, because the frozen yogurt shop kind of opens in the afternoon after school type of thing, that no one is showing up to open the store, and he'll have to leave and go open his store by himself, because sometimes you just can't rely on staff all the time. And I'll tell you another thing, that will happen at a cafe, that will happen at a store like this, that will happen at any small business. Until you really run it yourself for the first 5 years, maybe 10, is when you can finally find some true freedom and some true days off. By the way, before we get into the next points here, I want to introduce you to our new business. It's our own roasted coffee. This is what we serve every day at the store. And if you want to try a bag, you can go to 13grandcoffee.com. This is our very own roast. If you ever want to support the channel, this is the way we wanted to do it. Best coffee you will ever taste. With that being said, that's our next small business that we started. I pretty much put everything that this channel earned into it. And yeah, you know what? It's a growing process. The first 5 years are going to be a struggle. And that's what I'm really trying to convey on this channel. Do not expect to get rich. These small businesses, the cafes, the meat shops, the corner stores, the smoothie places, those people are just making a living, a very modest living at that. I don't mean to put down anyone in a small business, but when you see a small store like this or a small business in your neighborhood, and even if it looks busy, it doesn't mean the owner is taking home a huge paycheck every week. They may not be making anything if they're very new. They may not be making much more than minimum wage if it's been only a couple years. And if you think you're going to be pulling in, you know, 100, 150,000 a year by owning just one small space, it's simply not the case. And the real money only comes after maybe 2 locations, 3 locations, when you really built that system, that name in the city that you're in, and you have 2 or 3 running at optimal potential. So keep that in mind. It's going to be a long battle. Before you say, I want to quit my job, you know, it doesn't pay me enough, just be aware that the first 1 to 2 years you will not be making much, if anything at all. And I know there's some rare cases where people blow up and they, you know, manage their costs so low and their business is very lucrative. But that's a rare case, and I don't want you to fall into that mindset because it's just not realistic. If you love what you do, you'll never have to work a day in your life. That is bullshit. Even if you love what you do and it's your passion, and you enjoy doing it most days, there's gonna be times you have to mop the floor, clean the toilets, unclog the toilet, deal with irrational customers. Those are things that you will never love. There's going to be days that you do not want to go into your store, your shop, your cafe. There's going to be days where you absolutely hate it, because work is still work. There's going to be a lot of labor, physical, you know, heavy lifting, unloading trucks. Work is still work. No matter what you say, how much you love it, you're still going to have to work every day of your life. But you want to enjoy it, and that's the part of opening a business. But don't think that, you know, your whole life's going to change because you quit a job you didn't like and you started a business. You're going to be working even more than when you had a regular job. So just keep that in mind with that old-fashioned cliche saying, because it doesn't apply. And the last and final point I want to tell you guys, and there's probably so many, but this one is so important. Nobody cares about your business like you do. No matter who you hire, who comes to help you, if it's a family-run business and they don't own it, nobody gives a shit. You're not special, you're not different, you're not locally famous in your city. You're another business that people need to get their stuff, and they may enjoy it, they may love it, but nobody will care as much as you do. And that's just like anything, you know. Even if you have a job, no one's gonna care about that job as much as you do. You can tell someone every last detail about your business, and guess what? They won't care. Maybe a little bit, but they have so much of their own things going on that your business is just a topic of conversation. They go home at night, it's not a thought in their mind. They're not trying to come around and, you know, help you fix it. They got too much in their own life going on. Everyone's got their own problems. You're not different in any way. So just keep that in mind when you open a business. I've seen so many people, when they open a business, they think they're, you know, locally famous. It's just not the case. If you closed up after 2-3 months, no one will care anymore. Sure, they want you to do well, But at the end of the day, until you open up something else, no one's going to care about the business that closed. It closed for a reason. No one cared about it at the time that it was open. So it's a harsh reality, but you know what? It's the truth. And everybody needs to hear that, I think, because people go into business with these grand plans that, you know, everybody's going to know them, they're going to be a household name. And that is very rare. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm just trying to be real with you guys. I'm going to end this video here, guys. Thanks for watching it to this far. We are going to be stocking the shelves, doing some inventory, and then finally getting home on our day off. It's not technically a day off, but yeah, thanks for watching. And every Monday, to give you an example, is our day off. We are closed on Mondays, but we still come in for about 2 hours to do inventory, stock the shelves, you know, make sure everything looks good for the rest of the week. And every Monday, it's been a tradition that I create a video for this channel, which I've kind of, you know, taken a few weeks off here and there, but consistently over the last 4 or 5 years, I can say that I've made a video every Monday. So this store has helped me stay consistent with this channel. And thanks to you guys and all your questions, I try to base all my videos off, you know, questions that come to in the comments down below, and then we go from there and keep this channel growing for everybody. So yeah, that's how it's been. It's been okay.